I would like to state that, and to address fellow Kenyans, and state clearly that IEBC cannot hold elections in a toxic environment. IEBC cannot hold elections in an environment where that is full of incitement, division, violence, chaos, anarchy. We need a conducive environment for us to hold a peaceful, free, fair, and credible elections for the people of the Republic of Kenya. So we call upon all the institutions that are charged with the responsibility of securing that conducive environment for us to have elections to exercise their various mandates and responsibilities. That is why we are very pleased to have with us here the National Police Service, the DCI, who should deal with instances of incitement to violence. NCIC is here to handle cases or incidences of hate speech and negative ethnicity. We are here with the RPP to deal with the political parties because they register and regulate political parties in this republic to ensure that as we prepare for the elections, political parties must comply with the laws, including the code of conduct, the election code of conduct.
Right.
Political parties must rein in their members to refrain from inciting Kenyans to violence or to division. We are here with ODPP so that they understand the environment within which we are working and to fast-track cases that require prosecution. So for us as IEBC, we are calling upon every institution to support us as we prepare for the next general election. We are also in equal measure appealing to fellow Kenyans to understand that for us as a country to have a peaceful election, we must refrain from celebrating those individuals who are thriving in hate and dividing us and setting us among ourselves so that they can gain their objectives. We should look at these individuals just as individuals who are looking for a job, to be an MCA, to be a member of parliament, to be a women representative, to be a senator, to be a governor, or to be president. Why should they, while they are looking for a job, why should they use us and set us against one another and spoil for us the environment within which we should exercise our free will, which is to decide for ourselves, to listen to each one of them, to listen to their policies, their programs, and their promises, so that then we make our own independent decisions as free people.
Right.
We should not be coerced, we should not be threatened, we should not be bribed to make choices that are not of our own free will. The Constitution is very clear in Article 81, and it talks about an election that must be done by secret ballot. So if the elections are by secret ballot, how will you identify that who voted for who so that you can take action against that person? And as IEBC, we will make sure that principle is observed. The elections will be by secret ballot, and we will not allow anybody to take pictures of their ballot and circulate the same. The Constitution also talks about an election that is free from intimidation, coercion, threats, bribery, or undue influence. And as IEBC, and working with all these various stakeholders, we will ensure that those principles and conditions are met. That Kenyans, by the time you go to vote, you will vote freely and according to your own individual choices, without anybody intimidating you or harassing you. So, to that extent, very soon, once we declare the election period, we implore you, fellow Kenyans, to give us an opportunity, to give us that environment that is peaceful, that is free from violence, incitement, and division, so that we give you the best election in the Republic of Kenya. Thank you very much.
Thank you. on the DCI?
IEBC. As officers of the National Police Service, we have a mandate to make sure that our country is safe and secure. And by making sure that our country is safe and secure will mean that also we will be providing a good and conducive environment for the chair of the IEBC to conduct free and fair elections in our country. Ladies and gentlemen, you will all agree with me, in the very, very recent past, we have seen politicians making very, very reckless statements, statements that undermine our national security, and statements that undermine the authority of our national institutions, and particularly the security sector. For politicians engaged in making those reckless utterances, be it in the public rallies, be it in the digital platforms, their time is up, and it is not going to be business as usual. And they will face the full force, the full consequences of the law. Because the way they are leading this country, they are leading the country into anarchy. They are making very, very negative political rhetorics that can slide our country into anarchy. And that's why we have come together this evening as multi-agency so that we can collectively deal with this menace of reckless politicians. The other day, I saw a comedian, for lack of a better word, making a statement and saying that he was able to get information from the DCI and other security sectors. That is nonsense. Our officers of the National Police Service are professional officers who execute their duties professionally, diligently, and with utmost discipline. And we are bound by the Official Ethics Act. So let us not purport that you are receiving information from members of the security services. That is a big lie. Mine is to urge such politicians to desist from making such reckless statements that ultimately will undermine the authority and the respect of our security institutions, failure to which then firm and appropriate action would be taken against such wayward politicians.